A sleek black car pulls into a grand driveway. The billionaire steps out, adjusting his cufflinks. The mansion towers above him, glowing with cold white lights. He walks toward the massive oak doors. Servants hurry to open them for him. He nods without a word and steps inside. Marble floors stretch endlessly beneath his feet. Crystal chandeliers sparkle, but the house feels lifeless. The ticking of a distant clock echoes. He loosens his tie, sighing deeply. A maid passes quietly, bowing her head. He doesn't acknowledge her. He heads into the living room. Priceless art lines the walls. Portraits of stern ancestors glare down. He pours himself a drink of expensive whiskey. The amber liquid swirls in the glass. He sinks into a leather chair. Silence surrounds him. He takes a slow sip. He glances at the family photo on the table. His twins stare blankly in the picture. No smiles. No spark. His jaw tightens. He recalls the morning at breakfast. The twins pushed food around their plates silently. Their eyes dull, disconnected. He tapped the table in frustration. They didn't respond. The memory still stings. He had paid for the best doctors, the best tutors, the best equipment, but nothing worked. His children remained locked in silence. He blamed fate. He blamed their condition. Deep down, he even blamed himself. He downs the rest of his drink. His phone buzzes with business alerts. He ignores it. For once, he feels the weight of loneliness. A maid quietly dusts a corner of the room. He waves her away impatiently. She vanishes quickly. He rubs his temples. The silence grows heavier. He rises and walks toward the hallway. His footsteps echo against the marble. The house feels more like a museum than a home. He passes by the twins' playroom. He glances inside. Toys lie scattered on the floor. But the twins sit apart, not touching them. They stare at the ground, lost in their world. His heart aches, though he hides it well. He clenches his fists. He wants to help them, but doesn't know how. His wealth feels useless here. He quietly shuts the door. He continues down the hallway. He hears servants whispering faintly. They stop as soon as they notice him. He doesn't care. He heads toward his study. The walls are lined with books he never reads. He sits at his desk. He opens his laptop. More business emails flood the screen. He types a reply. His eyes are heavy with exhaustion. He closes the laptop abruptly. He leans back in his chair. The silence is suffocating. He thinks of his late wife. Her laughter once filled these halls. Since her passing, everything feels empty. The twins need her, not him. He whispers under his breath, "I'm failing them." He rarely admits weakness, even to himself. A sudden thud echoes from the distance. He sits up straight. Another faint sound follows. His brow furrows. The noise is coming from the kitchen. It's unusual at this hour. He stands and heads toward the sound. His polished shoes click sharply against the floor. The closer he gets, the clearer the noise becomes. Not just random clatter, rhythm. A steady tapping, like a beat. His pace slows. He turns the corner carefully. Light spills from the kitchen doorway. Shadows flicker across the wall. His curiosity deepens. He steps closer, his heartbeat quickening. He stops just outside the doorframe. He tilts his head, listening. For the first time in years, the mansion doesn't sound empty. The billionaire leans against the cold wall. His eyes fix on the light spilling through the crack. The rhythm grows clearer. Wooden spoons strike metal pans. A playful clatter echoes with surprising order. He narrows his eyes. He edges closer, careful not to make a sound. He peeks into the kitchen. His breath catches. The maid twirls across the tiles. Her apron flares with each spin. A wooden spoon in each hand acts like drumsticks. She taps the pans with precision. A steady beat fills the room. The sound vibrates through the counters and floor. The billionaire frowns, confused. Then he sees them. His twins stand near the center of the kitchen. Their eyes sparkle with joy. They clap their hands offbeat, but smiling. One twin stomps the floor in rhythm. The other twirls, mimicking the maid. They're laughing, real, bright laughter. His chest tightens at the sight. He hasn't seen them this alive in years. The maid strikes the counter like a drum. The twins jump to the vibrations. Their small feet slap the tiles. They giggle, spinning in circles. The maid claps loudly, guiding them. The twins follow her cues. Their bodies move with the beat. They feel the music through the floor. The billionaire realizes what's happening. They can't hear the rhythm, but they can sense it. Every vibration pulses through their bones. The kitchen becomes their stage. The maid is their conductor. The twins are free. He grips the doorframe, stunned. His eyes sting unexpectedly. He blinks quickly, refusing tears. The maid laughs, encouraging them. Her joy radiates across the room. The twins beam back at her. Their hands wave in playful gestures. She mimics them, laughing harder. He feels like an outsider in his own home. For once, they don't need him. The pots rattle as she strikes faster. The twins jump quicker. Their laughter rises. He almost smiles. But pride holds him back. The maid doesn't notice him. She's lost in the moment. So are the children. The billionaire steps forward slightly. The floor creaks beneath his shoe. The maid pauses, startled. The twins freeze. Silence falls instantly. A spoon slips from her hand. It clatters loudly against the floor. She turns slowly. Her eyes widen in shock. The billionaire stands in the doorway. His expression is unreadable. The twins glance at their father nervously. Fear creeps into their eyes. They wonder if they're in trouble. The maid clutches the other spoon tightly. Her heart pounds in her chest. She bows her head quickly. Sir? She begins softly. The billionaire raises a hand. She falls silent. The twins hold each other's hands. The room feels heavy again. He steps further inside. His polished shoes click against the tile. The maid lowers her gaze nervously. The twins' smiles vanish. He surveys the kitchen slowly. The scattered pots. The spoons. The flushed faces of his children. He finally looks at the maid. She trembles, waiting for anger. Seconds stretch like hours. Then he exhales. A long, heavy breath. He looks back at his twins. Their eyes plead silently with him. They want this moment to continue. He swallows hard. His throat feels tight. His mind races. He thinks of all the doctors. All the wasted money. All the failed attempts. And here, in his kitchen, a maid had accomplished the impossible. She had reached them. His chest aches with realization. He steps closer to his twins. They back up slightly, nervous. He crouches down slowly. His eyes level with theirs. He studies their faces. They're glowing with joy. He hasn't seen that glow in years. His lips part, but no words come. The maid watches, frozen. Her hands grip her apron tightly. The twins shift uncomfortably. The silence stretches again. Finally, the billionaire whispers, "You were dancing?" The twins nod shyly. His voice softens. With her? They nod again. He glances at the maid. She nods quickly. "Yes, sir." His jaw clenches. He stands tall again. The maid lowers her gaze. He takes a deep breath. His eyes flicker between the three of them. The weight of the moment crushes him. His pride wars with his heart. He opens his mouth, then shuts it. He turns, pacing slowly. The twins watch him anxiously. The maid wrings her hands. He stops, staring at the wall. He whispers, almost to himself. They were happy. The maid's eyes widen. She dares to look up. The twins cling to each other. He turns back to them. His eyes glisten faintly. His lips tremble as if forming words. He finally speaks. "Do it again." The maid blinks. "Sir." He nods firmly. "Please, let them dance again." The room hangs heavy in silence after his words. The maid's hands shake around the spoons. She stares at him, unsure if she heard correctly. The twins glance at each other with wide eyes. Slowly, the billionaire steps closer to them. His gaze softens in a way they've never seen. "Go on," he says again, voice low but steady. The maid hesitates, still frozen. "Sir, I didn't mean to disrespect," she begins. He cuts her off with a sharp wave of his hand. "I said do it again." The maid swallows hard. She bends, picking up the spoon she dropped earlier. The twins hold their breath. Their father's tone is commanding, yet strangely gentle. The billionaire folds his arms, watching. The maid taps the spoon softly against a pot. The sound echoes in the kitchen. The twins perk up, sensing it. She taps again, louder this time. Their faces begin to brighten. The billionaire's heart clenches. The twins stomp their feet to the rhythm. Their laughter spills out once more. The maid spins, creating playful beats. The pots and pans sing under her spoons. The billionaire's cold exterior cracks. His lips twitch toward a smile. The twins twirl together. Their giggles echo like music. For years, he had forgotten that sound. The maid dares to glance at him. To her surprise, he isn't angry. He's mesmerized. The twins clap their hands with joy. The billionaire steps closer, loosening his arms. His eyes shine with something unfamiliar. Pride. Awe. Gratitude. The maid's fear slowly fades. She dances more freely now. The twins follow her lead. Their bodies move with new confidence. The billionaire exhales, almost shaky. His voice breaks the rhythm. How did you do this? The maid stops, startled. The twins pause too, panting from excitement. She looks down nervously. I noticed they liked vibrations, sir. He raises an eyebrow. She continues, so I tried clapping, tapping, dancing. They felt it. They understood. His throat tightens. He whispers, all this time. The twins tug at his sleeve. He kneels down instinctively. Their little hands tap his arm in rhythm. He freezes, overwhelmed. Tears threaten his eyes. You're dancing with me? He asks softly. They nod eagerly, smiling wide. The maid watches in awe. The billionaire's defenses crumble. He laughs, a deep, rare laugh. It echoes across the kitchen walls. The twins laugh harder, joining him. The maid clasps her hands over her mouth. She never expected to see this moment. The billionaire wipes his eyes quickly. He stands, regaining composure. He faces the maid directly. You've done more for them than anyone I've ever hired. The maid lowers her gaze humbly. I only wanted to make them happy, sir. His voice deepens. You've given them something I couldn't buy. The weight of his admission shocks her. The twins run to the maid, hugging her tightly. The billionaire watches, speechless. For the first time, he feels small in his own home. Yet strangely, he doesn't mind. The billionaire walks slowly to the window. He stares out, lost in thought. The city skyline glitters beyond the glass. All the towers he built suddenly feel hollow. He whispers under his breath, what good is wealth without this? The maid gently leads the twins to sit. She hands them cups of water. They sip, still smiling brightly. The billionaire turns back toward them. His face looks softer, younger. The twins pat the floor beside them. They want him to sit too. He hesitates. The maid nods encouragingly. Slowly, he kneels down on the tile. For the first time, father and children sit together in their kitchen. The twins tug his hands into theirs. They guide his palms onto the floor. The maid picks up the spoons again. She taps out a steady rhythm. The vibrations travel through the tiles. The billionaire feels it in his fingertips. His eyes widen in wonder. The twins grin, clapping to the beat. He claps too, awkward at first. The rhythm flows between them. A new language, born without words. The billionaire laughs freely now. His children beam with pride. The maid wipes tears from her eyes. The room is filled with joy no money could buy. The billionaire suddenly grows quiet. He studies the maid carefully. What's your name? He asks gently. She blinks, surprised. Elena, sir. He nods slowly. Elena? Thank you. No one had ever heard gratitude in his voice before. Elena bows her head, overwhelmed. The twins climb into his lap. He embraces them without hesitation. For years, he'd been distant. Tonight, the wall had crumbled. He presses his forehead against theirs. Silent tears slide down his face. Elena quietly steps back, giving them space. The billionaire whispers, I promise. I'll never ignore this again. The twins giggle, not fully understanding, but feeling his warmth. He kisses their foreheads, one after the other. Elena smiles softly, heart full. The billionaire rises, still holding his children. He turns to her firmly. From this day forward, you are not just a maid. Elena gasps quietly. Sir? His voice steadies, deep with emotion. You are part of this family. The twins cheer, hugging her tightly. Elena trembles, fighting back tears. I don't know what to say. The billionaire finally smiles. Then say nothing. Just stay. The kitchen, once cold and silent, now feels alive. Pots and pans gleam under the lights. Laughter fills every corner. The billionaire closes his eyes, memorizing the sound. For the first time in years, his house feels like a home. And all because of one maid, one dance, one night. What happened in that kitchen changed them all, forever.